Hello everybody, today I'm here to review Tokyo Heist by Diana Renn. The story is about 16-year-old Violet who lives an average teenage life. She has school, she has a job at a comic book store that has a very lacking section of manga, which really upsets Violet. She loves to wear kimono scarves, and on top of that, she is in the midst of writing her own manga called Kimono Girl, or KG for short, and she even does all the art, and she absolutely loves it. Unfortunately, she's come to a stalemate with her writing because she doesn't know where else to take the story when she is due to spend some time with her father because her mom is going to be going away, and Violet goes to visit him. Unfortunately, Violet's father has forgotten that he is supposed to be taking care of Violet during that time, and because of it, he has made plans with the Yamadas to go to Japan. Now, Violet couldn't be more happy with this because either she's going to end up going to Japan with her dad, or she's going to be having an entire apartment to herself. And she's excited either way. The Yamadas make some rearranging to the schedule and who all is going, and Violet is invited to go to Japan. But little does she know that she is being brought into a very serious mystery. There is a missing Van Gogh painting with a person sending the Yamada a ransom note, telling them that they have to return it to him because he owns it. And there are two Japanese gangsters, Yakuza, on the loose, who are ransacking and burglarizing places in Seattle. And on top of that, there was an unexplained suicide many years before, and the Yamadas still are trying to figure out why it happened, and was it actually a suicide? And Violet ends up finding some inspiration for her manga. Now, this is going to be completely spoiler-free because I don't feel like a lot of people have heard about this, so I'm just going to keep it completely spoiler-free for those of you who are really interested in picking this up. Now, for this novel, I found that there were tons of positive things with it, but there were some equally downside to the story that I just found I didn't really enjoy as much. I enjoyed this. Did I thoroughly enjoy it? Not as much. Did it keep me reading? Definitely. Now, some of the positive things are Violet's character goes through this serious maturity development throughout the entire story, which I really enjoyed reading because I found that at the beginning of the story she was a little immature for my liking, and everything she goes through really does help her to mature into herself. Now, she has three key relationships that she works on in this story. She has a relationship with her father that you start to see build little by little. You see her relationship at the beginning with Edge, this boy that she liked. I really enjoyed the relationship that Violet had with Riko, this girl that she goes to school with, who actually is going to school in Japan for the summer. And you just see how each one of these relationships, even her relationship with the Yamadas, how it just continues to build. One thing that's really awesome in this as well is the fact that at the start of the story, and probably through to about the midway point in the story, you start having doubts. Can I trust this person? Don't go with this person. And you just start getting very, paranoid about all the different people in this story. Should I trust them? Should I not? Is this weird, or is it just I'm overthinking it? And you really understand the paranoia that Violet is going through in this story. I also enjoyed the fact that Kimono Girl became like a story within a story because her inspiration from her circumstances and surroundings kind of play into the story of Kimono Girl and the people that she meets. And I think this would translate really well into a manga, and I really want to see that. So hopefully a manga happens one day. I really thought that it was very well done, the way that it was described for the artwork that Violet was doing, because I'm not artistically inclined to draw or paint, and it's really sad, but I love the artwork in mangas. I think that they are so gifted to be able to do that. Now, one thing I found with the downside of things is because Violet's character has in a way romanticized Japan, she has in a way not as much enjoyment, I find, of her time in Japan, and it's a little sad because I was really hopeful for a little more bright and bubbly portions, and I don't mean like bubbly as in cheesy or poorly done. I mean like just some exciting parts of the story for her character being in Japan, and I felt like at the halfway point her character just stopped enjoying it altogether. And then we see again another switch when she starts to enjoy it a bit more near the end. And I just felt like I was getting tossed around a bit too much with the character's emotions. And I understand that happens at times, but I just felt like there wasn't a linear development of her character's emotions. Now, another thing that I found in this story was the fact that I started figuring certain things out before the main character did, and I'm not sure if that was Diana Renn's perspective to have the reader figure things out before the main character, but I found that I did, so I didn't have as much surprise at certain points in time as I think were maybe expected. And the final thing that I found was the ending. It was very abrupt. It just kind of happened. And I felt like there was more that could have been done. And I'm really hopeful that there's a sequel. Or maybe a companion novel. I don't know. But I really want more in this story because I really enjoyed it. I feel like the ending shows that there's more that needs to be done. So I'm looking forward to perhaps a sequel or companion appearing for Tokyo Heist. For those of you who are interested, the story is set in Seattle, in Tokyo, and in Kyoto. So if you guys have read Tokyo Heist, let me know what you think of it. Let me know, do you have some of the same thoughts that I did? Maybe share some of your favorite parts out of the story. I'm really excited to read more by this author, and I will see you again in my next video. Until then, go and pick up a random book and read. Bye, guys.